So you're thinking about moving to the Phoenix area and you think that Queen Creek might be the place for you, but my word, how in the world do you choose? There are so many communities sprouting up there all the time. It's an area of high growth and the choices are endless. So where do you pick? How do you choose a neighborhood? Well, that is exactly what we aim to help you do in this video today. We're gonna go on a tour and choose some of the best neighborhoods that are currently available in Queen Creek, so stay tuned. If this is your first time to my channel and you wanna know everything there is to know about living in the Phoenix area and the surrounding suburbs like Queen Creek, then make sure you go down below, hit the subscribe button, and ring that little bell for the notifications, and that way you will be the first person to know about all the goings on in the Phoenix market. My name is Brian Elder, and I get calls, texts, and emails every single day from people just like you, and you, and you, and you, and you, who are all thinking about moving to this fantastic place. So whether you're moving in 6 days or 6 months, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. All of my contact information down in the description below. You can even go down there and schedule a Zoom call with me. That is my personal favorite. Okay, so Queen Creek, it is exploding with growth. You probably have heard that before. It is really popular. So it is kind of the community in the East Valley that everybody seems to be moving to. It went from a population of like 4,000 20 years ago to now it's over 60. So it is really growing and thriving. But again, there are tons of places to choose from. So we're gonna go take a look at some of the best neighborhoods. These are places that clients typically ask me to take them to when they come to town. So we're gonna save you the trouble. We're gonna go on a little tour of each one of these. We're gonna get out of the studio, go see these things in person, and help you decide if one of these communities is a great fit for you. So to kick things off, we are gonna start in the community of Legato. This is being built out by Taylor Morrison, and it is a beauty of a community. They have some really nice homes here. A good mix of kind of established ones that have been built a few years ago, so you're already gonna have some neighbors and some people living here, which is great for kind of having some activity within the community. And of course, if you're looking for that brand new build, you can get that too. Still lots of development going on here at Legato. So I'm walking through the kind of Central Park amenity that they have here. So this place isn't super heavy on the amenities like some of the other places that we're gonna see today, but they do have this nice spot here. So there is a beautiful playground over there. It's got some big play structures that your kids are gonna love. There's a splash pad here that's right in front of me, so that's gonna be great for cooling off on those hot summer days. And then this lake is really cool. So the lake that goes throughout the whole community, well, not the whole community, but it goes throughout this little area here, has a nice trail around it. It's really pretty. It's got that big fountain back there that's cool to look at. And then they also have some permanent concrete cornhole boards over here and some lights that are strung overhead. So lots of space to give you some choices to get together with your neighbors and have a little bit of fun. So again, the drawback to Legato, not a ton of amenities outside of this area and some walking paths. So no pool, no clubhouse, not really many community events that are organized by like the HOA, which is kind of a downside, right? If you're paying those HOA dues, you definitely want to get something for it. And it's not that you don't get anything, you just maybe don't get as much as some of the other places. But still love this community and a lot of what it has to offer. As far as location goes, you are really close to a lot of the main parts of Queen Creek. So the QC Marketplace, the Queen Creek District, all that stuff just down the road from here, as well as the downtown area. And Gilbert is actually just a couple miles the other direction. So you're kind of in a nice spot between the two of them, which is definitely beneficial, especially if you're working in like Gilbert or Chandler, the greater East Valley. Your commute's gonna be a little bit shorter from here. So it's a good spot to be. As far as schools go, you are in the Higley Unified School District, which is part of Gilbert, not Queen Creek, but that really isn't that big of a deal. Kids will go to Cortina Elementary or Sossaman Middle School, and of course you have Higley High School. And of course they have charter schools all around here too, so lots of choices for your kids as far as their education goes. But yeah, Legato, great spot, get a lot of requests for this place, and the people who live here really seem to love it, so a great place to start our tour. We're gonna head on to the next one. Okay, so just a few miles south of Legato, we come to the next stop. This is Bridal Ranch, and if you were looking for the luxury feel, this is it. So these are gonna be by far the largest homes, most luxurious, and they're also on the biggest lots. Now, of course, not coincidentally, they're also gonna have the highest price tag. You're looking at least $1 million and up to get in here. But man, these places are absolutely spectacular. So they're still selling new homes here, not in a huge volume like some of the other communities, but the places here really are worth taking a look at if, again, you're looking for the luxury market. So let's talk a little bit about what this community offers. So in terms of amenities, this is going to be a little bit, again, on the more lean side of what they are giving you. So there is a beautiful central park here that we're right next to. It's got a playground for the kids. It's got a big shaded area for some barbecues, as well as a built-in grill and plenty of grass. So if you're looking to kick the soccer ball around or throw the football, you got room to do it. But not much to offer, again, outside of that. No pools or anything. These homes are so large and the lots are so big that they're pretty much assuming that you're going to put a pool in, and pretty much everybody does. So you're probably going to have that box checked on your own, and really not a lot needed to offer outside of that. No clubhouse or anything. The location here is also really good. You're right across the street from Horseshoe Park and Equestrian Center, which is really fun to go over there and check out some of the horse events. And they do some vendor fairs and car shows and things over there too, so it's pretty cool to be right next to. You're also right across the street from a Fat Cat, so if you have kids probably in the 10 and up range, they're gonna love you for living here. There is a video arcade, laser tag, mini golf. They have a movie theater. There you could spend hours in there and never get bored. So that's another thing that is just, again, right across the road. You're really close to some shopping and restaurants too. So there's a brand new Fry's grocery store that's just within a mile drive or less, as well as plenty of new restaurants going over there as well. So a great location here at Bridal Ranch. Lots of beautiful, really well-built homes. This is a Toll Brothers community. They have an outstanding reputation. So again, if you're looking for the luxury market in Queen Creek, this is one of your better choices. So for our next stop, we are coming to Harvest at Queen Creek. This is a beautiful master plan community, one that I came very close myself to calling home. Probably the only reason we didn't is because the David Weekley Phase 1 homes that we were interested in sold out before they got to us. We were on the wait list forever, so unfortunately that didn't work out. However, this community is spectacular. So right now, they're currently building Phase 2. So David Weekley is still here, still active, not building the same floor plans, unfortunately, but still putting together a beautiful home. We'll definitely need to check those out here in a future video. Pulte is also building some really great homes, as is Richmond American, Lennar, and a couple of others. So you get a lot of different builders at a lot of different price points, which is really nice because you're gonna be able to get in probably in about the mid 400,000s all the way up towards that $1 million threshold. So lots to offer all kinds of people. So this community is rich on amenities. They have a event pavilion where they host a lot of the get-togethers for the community. There's a beautiful lake out here that you can sit around and look at. There's walking paths. There's a really cool agricultural themed playground that I'm walking by right now. It's got a barn, a bunch of slides, things like that. It's a fun place to visit. There's also a splash pad that's under the little water tower they have here. So lots to offer the residents. And again, they do have the events and the community life things that a lot of people like. So you're really getting the bang for your buck for those HOA dollars at this community. In terms of location, Harvest is still pretty good in that regards as well. So you're right across the street from Schnepp Farms. And if you have seen some of my other Queen Creek videos, you know I love Schnepp Farms. They do a lot of fun stuff over there, from festivals to events and the like. So you have lots of entertainment options right out your front door. You're also really close to the Queen Creek Olive Mill. It's just across the street from Schnepp Farms. Live music, great restaurant and food, so another great place that's just at your fingertips. You're still pretty close to everything within Greater Queen Creek. All the shopping and dining options are not very far away either. And one of the best benefits if you have a family is the proximity to the schools. So there's actually a brand new elementary school right here in the neighborhood. So this is Schnepp Elementary, just opened about a year ago. So your kids will actually be able to walk or bike to school if they want to, because again, it is right here in the middle of the community. And then just down the road is Chrisman High School. This is a brand new school, so it's actually going to serve grades 7 through 12. So lots of education options for your kids, and I really like everything about Harvest. There's a lot of people, even on a Thursday morning, walking around, interacting with each other. This is really a great place to live. So our next stop on the tour is the junior member of the community tour. This is Ellsworth Ranch. This place is brand spanking new, being built out by Taylor Morrison. Again, just kind of like Legato, they're the only builder here, but they hardly have any houses up. This place, again, just opened have some spec homes and things that they're starting to sell pretty quickly. And once this place is done, I could easily see it being the most desirable area in Queen Creek because it's going to be really cool. The homes are gorgeous and it's going to have a lot of amenities. So typically Taylor Morrison hasn't put a lot in terms of like a community pool or a clubhouse, any of that stuff. This place is going to be different. They have all of that coming. A pool, a clubhouse with a fitness center. There's going to be walking paths. There's going to be parks throughout the community. It's going to be really, really nice. So for that reason alone, it's going to really shoot up the list of popularity. Not to mention the homes are fantastic. They're going to be anywhere from about the 500,000 range for the entry-level series, all the way up well over $1 million for the Capstone collection, which has these just monstrous single-level homes with casitas. One of them is about 4,200 square feet. So it's fantastic. If you haven't seen the videos that I've done here at Ellsworth Ranch, check them out because those Capstone homes are really worth seeing. So for schools, you're going to be within Queen Creek Elementary, Junior, and High School. All of them are within 5 miles. And the other thing I really like about this place is the location is really, really good. So you are just down the road from the Queen Creek Marketplace in the QC district, and Schnepp Farms and all the fun stuff is probably just a couple miles from here too. So a lot to like about Ellsworth Ranch. Again, it's very early on, so you kind of have to use your imagination when you're out here. But once this place is done, it's going to be super in demand and everybody's going to want to live here. So continuing on, we come to the community of Madera. This is another master plan with multiple builders. Right now, Tri-Point Homes, Ashton Woods, and Lennar are all active in here. Some really great homes that they're offering at, again, various price points, kind of like most of the communities. You probably noticed a theme here with that. Trying to appeal to as many people as possible naturally. So this place, again, is going to be more on the amenity-rich side. So we're kind of in the central park of the community right here. There's a single pickleball court back there, so that booger is going to be crowded. Hopefully they put a couple others in so that not everybody is waiting to use the one pickleball court. There's a great big playground back there, lots of fun stuff for the kids to climb around on and enjoy themselves. And right over here, we have the community pool. So a ton of great stuff going on here at the community of Madera. And these walking paths that I'm going down right now have lights in them, so that's always great. So you can get out and enjoy the walking paths, especially in the summer months when it's kind of hot. You want to be out when the sun is down and you want to be able to see where you're going. So another nice thing about this place is that you're very close to the State Route 24 extension. So the state of Arizona just built a freeway extension out this direction. It's just down Signal Beat Road, so it's very accessible from here. And that's going to get you very close to the 202 loop, which will put you anywhere in the valley in minutes. So if you have any kind of a commute into the Phoenix area, or maybe you work in the Mesa Tech Corridor, which is also just down the road where Facebook or Meta, whatever they call themselves these days, Google and Apple all have data centers, that is where you would end up. So very, very close by to that. You're maybe 15 minutes away. Also nearby are some great schools. So the brand new Catherine Meacham Barney Elementary School just opened up. It is just up the road in the community of Barney Farms, which we're going to get to next. And you're also very close to Queen Creek High School, just down the road, probably another 7 to 8 minutes. So again, lots of access to a lot of great things and a beautiful community, lots of amenities to enjoy here at Madera. Okay, so the final stop on our tour of the best neighborhoods in Queen Creek is here at Barney Farms. And this place is spectacular. Another one that was very close to a place that I was going to live. About the only thing that held me back, the only gripe I have about this place, the lot sizes are not big. The backyards are pretty tiny. And so that ultimately was one of the things that led to us not buying here. But I haven't been out here in a while, and as I look around, I am really impressed by what I see. So this is gonna be the most amenity-rich community in all of Queen Creek. And we kind of knew that it was gonna be that way. That's part of the reason we wanted to live here. So as I'm walking through, this is the main kind of park area here, and there's a ton of stuff. You will never get bored. So first off, to my left over here is the community pool, and it is spectacular. It's finally done and full of water. Last time I was out here, it was still just the concrete shell, and they did a really good job with that thing. Over here on my right, there's some bocce ball courts, and back behind me is a humongous playground. They've got zip lines, they've got play structures, all kinds of stuff to keep your kids and you and everybody entertained. There's a basketball court, there are pickleball courts, but of course, we haven't even gotten to the main feature of this community, and that's the lakes. These big, deep water lakes that is kind of the pride and joy of Barney Farms. There's the walking trail that goes around it, so you can walk for days if you want to. If you have a step counter, you'll easily hit your goal for the day. But you can fish in these things, but the unique aspect of these deep water lakes is that you can actually go out on them with a paddleboard or a kayak. Most always, these lakes are for aesthetics only. You can't go out on them, so like at Legato and Harvest where we were earlier, no dice, no going out on the lakes in those places. Here at Barney Farms, you can do that. In fact, it's encouraged. They want you to be using these things. That's part of the reason that they built them. So that is really cool that you get the chance to actually go out and use these lakes. So they're not only pretty to look at, they're actually functional, which is great. In terms of the homes offered here, Fulton Homes is the builder, and they have lots of different home series. Some of them are single levels that you can actually add a loft to, which is kind of a nice feature. Price points are a little on the higher end. You're going to be about the 600-ish level to get in here for kind of the entry-level series of homes. So definitely a little pricier than most places, but that's because, again, they poured an enormous amount of resources into this place, and they wanted it to be something really special. This is one of the premier communities that Fulton offers, and it definitely shows in everything that they put together here. So if you're looking for schools, again, as I mentioned at the stop across the street at Madera, Catherine Meacham Barney Elementary is a relatively new elementary school, just opened about a year or two ago, right here in the community. So kids won't have far to go. You can zip them down on a golf cart or take them on their bikes, you know, whatever. It'd be very accessible. Queen Creek High is probably the closest one as well. And again, there's charter schools all over the place. Most of them are tuition free, so lots of options for your kids' education. There is also, again, really good access to State Route 24, and all the freeway systems connect off of that to the 202 loop, and away you go into the metro area if that's where you're going. So that is going to conclude our look at the best communities within Queen Creek. So I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry for the wind. Of course, I picked a one windy day. It's been beautiful all week, 75, 80 degrees every day. But a little bit of a storm blew in today, so thank you guys for bearing with me for that. If you found this helpful, I'm going to have more community tours and best neighborhood tours of those communities coming out very soon. So if you like that kind of content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give me a like if you found this helpful. I really appreciate that. And again, if you want to come see some of these for yourself, you know what to do. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. All of my information down in the description below. I would love to help you make your move to one of these beautiful communities. Thanks again, guys. Really appreciate your support. I'll see you again soon on another community tour.